Hello Virgo, welcome to my channel. Victoria here at Radiant Moon Tarot. This is your July 2022 general reading. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to you. If you're returning, welcome back. As always, I am truly grateful for each and every one of you. So we've got some very interesting energy coming up in the month of July. We've got some very loving Venus-influenced energy coming in. We've got some healing energy with Chiron coming in, but we've got some challenges. We've got Mars influencing and having some very interesting connections with Pluto, we've got some Mercury and Uranus energy coming in. So there may be some anger, frustrations, resentments, things like that that do come to the surface through the month. But we also have that loving, abundant, caring energy, expansive energy of Venus, and also some Jupiter influence there as well. So part of the issues, part of the challenge in the month ahead may be maintaining a focus. Okay, maybe really focused on the positive, focused on solutions, focused on your success of where you want to be, staying positive, okay, rather than going down the rabbit hole with this crazy Mars energy that we've got coming in here. So be very cautious with communication throughout the month. Try and be mindful of your thoughts and feelings. But if there is any kind of negativity or frustration or anything that does come to the surface, we do have a healing influence with Chiron through the month as well. And not to mention Venus can really kind of calm our energy down a little bit. I'm doing this reading a little bit early, so we do start with a new moon in Cancer on June 29th. And so part of the issue, part of the challenge there may be finding your focus. Okay, what do you want to focus on? What do you want to attract? Okay, or maybe just trying something new, or just keeping a positive mindset. Okay, we do have that loving energy with Venus and Jupiter coming in, but again, there's that Mars and Pluto influence also. Okay, so it might be quite intense, but it'll be fairly short-lived there at the beginning of the month. Just something to be aware of. We have Mercury, Venus very active as well. Okay, but the middle of July, 13th, 14th, depending on where you are in the world, we've got a super full moon in Capricorn. Full moons are a little bit more intense anyway. Great time to release, to let go. This one is very close to Pluto with this particular full moon. So it may feel a little bit more intense than normal. It may almost feel like an eclipse kind of energy. It's not an eclipse, but it may feel that way. Okay, so again, tread lightly, be cautious with your communication, and be very mindful of your thoughts and your thoughts and your feelings. And then of course we have a new moon in Leo the 28th, 29th of July. It's a very, very fiery energy. Leo is very fiery, very kind of a little bit flamboyant sometimes anyway. Okay, but we do have a clash there between Mercury and Uranus, so some communication issues may come to the forefront for you. So again, just tread lightly. Okay, a lot of fire in the sky in the month ahead. Okay, so just something to be aware of there. And oh man, look at your energy that's coming out here for you. So we have hostilities. So yeah, there may be something around you that is a little bit hostile, a little bit of a challenge. Now, this could be something within you. This is maybe something that's drawn out through the month with the planetary influences. Okay, something that you may need to let go of. Now, this may also be giving you a little bit of a heads up that maybe you are up for a challenge in the month ahead. Okay, there may be some challenges in an environment that you're in a relationship, something in the workplace. Okay, maybe hopefully you're not stuck in a hostile environment. If you are, man, this is a month for you to get going and get cracking and to initiate some sort of change. But this could also just be a little heads up for you from spirit, though. Okay, that there may be something that you need to be aware of through the month ahead. Maybe not everyone is playing nice in the sandbox throughout the month of July. Okay, it's summer in your northern hemisphere. Everyone should be happy out and having fun, but that's not always the case there. Okay, so just something for you to be aware of there. We also do have attachment. Okay, now you see how dark that energy is there. Okay, so when we are attached to things, we quite often block things. So there may be something here okay, that you may be simply attached to the outcome of something, and you might need to let go of that attachment and be a little bit more open, because quite honestly, quite often these solutions are a little different than what we think, okay? Our way forward is a little bit different than what we think, okay? And our opportunities are quite often the opportunities that come in are a little bit better than what we hoped for, but when we're attached to a specific outcome, okay, then we can't see the possibilities and we can't see the potential. Okay, the attachment in this particular card may also be that you are imposing some self-restriction in some way. And if you actually look at this person here, she's holding up a mask. Okay, so sometimes we need to be authentic. All right, but she's got one hand that is chained to this post, but her other hand is free. At any time she can let something go, she can free herself. So it's a little bit a cross between kind of a devil energy and an 8 of swords energy. Okay, so there's something that you're maybe holding on to, something that you're clinging to that is actually keeping you stuck, okay, in some way. And so when we do get in that energy, we do feel kind of like, I just don't know what to do. I'm feeling stuck. I'm feeling trapped. Okay, so there may be something there that you need to examine, that you may need to look at, and maybe you need to look at something a little bit differently, okay, because you have the freedom, you have the ability to change your circumstances, okay, or to embrace something a little bit more positive, okay. That other hand that she's got is free. So the power is all yours, okay? So maybe someone's stolen your thunder, taken your power away with the hostilities, or at least you feel that way, but you have the ability to get it back. Energy coming in, we've got the 5 of Wands. So there you go, 5 and a 5, and you've got your hostilities, okay? So you might have a little bit of a challenge in the month ahead. All right, you've got this fiery energy, and we do have that going on up in the planetary influences, okay? So the 5 of Wands can certainly represent some sort of challenge that you are faced with, okay? And when we look at the positive side, when we look at the potential, and when we are more solution-based, we can actually use this challenge to our advantage, and we can bring things together and overcome that. If we engage in some hostilities, or if we focus on the problem too much, okay, without seeing the way forward, without looking to the future, then it becomes a really big challenge for us, okay? So just something to keep in mind there. The 5 of Wands, there may also be some sort of conflict or competition that maybe you're engaged with, okay? This could be in your workplace, it could be a family situation, all right? It could even be internal. All right, and so there's certainly something there creating some turmoil. There may be some drama, okay? Just something to be aware of there. All right, and I think here Spirit's really trying to give you that heads up there, so maybe you can take the high road. You can rise above some drama. But the 5 of Wands can also represent teamwork and collaboration. And when you have a whole bunch of people that get together, if everyone works together, and if you respect everyone's ideas and what everyone brings to the table, you can really accomplish something wonderful. And because the 5 of Wands does quite often represent some physical activity, so you may be actually getting a little bit more physical in your month ahead, okay? So maybe you're embarking on some like physical challenge or something like that, okay? Trying to get in shape, all right? This can represent sports teams sometimes, right? This athletic kind of environment, all right? So maybe you're considering joining some sort of team, maybe to get some exercise but also have fun at the same time. Teamwork can quite often come with that 5 of Wands energy, right? And if you think of a sports team, you got a whole bunch of different personalities, whole bunch of different skill sets and levels of experience, but they all band together because they have the one goal in mind, and they support each other and they respect each other, right? Is there sometimes some ups and downs with that? Yes. Is there sometimes some drama with that? Oh yeah, absolutely, okay. But in the end, people really do glue together and band together to get that job done, okay? So you may have all of that activity going on for you in the month ahead. Challenging you is the Sun, okay? Well, the Sun actually doesn't really have any negative connotations whatsoever. All right, I would say this is a little bit more of a delay than anything else. Okay, and in your challenge position, it wouldn't be quite like the reversed energy anyway. It's usually something that you have to put a little bit more effort into, something that maybe requires a little bit more patience. Okay, and that's that sun. So the sun brings about a huge positive vibe over your entire month. Okay, so happiness and success and positivity are all here yours for the taking. You might just be faced with a few little challenges along the way. Awesome. All right. But a positive mindset and a positive way of thinking will certainly rule the day for you. The sun, it doesn't matter where the sun card lands in your reading, it shines this beautiful positive energy, this happy vibe, happiest energy in the entire deck. Okay, your energy to get things done, to create something, to overcome challenge and obstacles, to focus on your solutions rather than their problems, right? When we focus on the problem, it's only to get a deeper understanding of the root cause of it. That way we can find the solutions a little bit better, a little bit easier. So this sun infuses you with success, abundance, positive energy, family, friends, you name it, okay, is all here for you. But there may be a couple of things there that you need to work through first. Advice from spirit. You might need to change your mindset. Okay, the death card comes in here with the Scorpio energy. And so your advice here is if something's not working, change it. You have the power to change. You have the power to move forward. You have the power to let something go. Death is a part of life. Change is a part of life. Transformation is a part of life. And sometimes we do get stuck in energies that no longer serve us. Okay. And Spirit's really trying to give you that empowerment, give you that, how shall we say, confidence to let go of anything that is no longer serving you. Okay, that attachment. What are you attached to? What's holding you back? Burn it to the ground. Okay, not literally, obviously. Okay, but burn away anything that is no longer serving you and embrace your inner peace. Embrace your way forward. Embrace the new and better way of doing things. Okay, and you will be able to move forward. Okay, this death energy here, this could be an end to a situation. Okay, if something's not going your way, if something's no longer serving you, put an end to it. Move forward. Okay, try something a little bit different. But this could also be a time of personal growth and transformation for you. Perhaps you are seeing the light, that sun energy. Perhaps you are seeing your way forward. You're seeing things a little bit differently. Okay, you're seeing things clearly. The sun can certainly bring about a massive burst of clarity to your world as well, right? When you shine a big flashlight on something, nothing can hide anymore, right? You see everything clearly. Okay, so that brings in that, death card, right? You can see your way forward. You can see the potential of things. Okay, so there may be something here that you need to overcome. Okay, there may be a challenge that you're faced with, but this is maybe a life-changing event, or perhaps this gives you the, you can see what needs to change in your world. Okay, so certainly embrace some change. Some of you may be going through a period of personal growth and transformation. Some of you might actually have some spiritual growth coming in here for you as well. And you're faced with a little bit of a challenging energy because you have to overcome it to grow and to move forward. Make your peace, make your amends, possibly. All right. Blessings headed your way. We've got the Princess of Swords. Now, this is the Page of Swords energy. Okay. Bursts of new ideas, new inspirations. Okay. Trying new things, communicating differently, keeping a positive outlook, a positive energy. The Page of Swords energy, or the Prince of Swords in this particular deck, really does bring you the power to innovate, the power to try new things. All right, you may also be going on a quest for information, for knowledge. Okay, keeping an open mind is certainly part of the blessings that are headed your way here as well. New and improved ways to get your point across or to communicate with yourself. But this is also freedom. The pages invoke a sense of freedom. to enjoy life, a zest for life, to see things with a childlike sense of wonder, okay, to let go of the worries and the doubts, all right? The pages or the prince in this deck always moves forward with a spring in their step, okay? And the Prince of Swords is very curious about, what does this do? Oh, what does this do? It's really about kind of, you know, seeing your way through something, right? When we're curious about the world around us, or about how to do something or how to overcome something, it's kind of like expands our mind a little bit. Okay, so I think you've got some clarity coming in there. I think you're willing to try new things. Okay, and this sword that comes in with that Prince of Swords can certainly help you detach from anything that is keeping you stuck or stagnant or is inhibiting your personal growth in some sort of way. Okay, so certainly a little bit of an expansion of your mind, your overall outcome. Okay, well, we had some little changes coming in, and here's some big ones. Okay, the Tower comes in here for you. Okay, really probably to get you unstuck. Okay, the Tower comes in when we are stuck in a rut or when we need to let go of something. Okay, the Tower actually does bring in some sudden and unexpected change. Okay, it does bring in maybe some sort of surprise, but it's quite often in the form of a revelation or an epiphany of some sort, getting some clarity. The Prince of Swords here, there may be some research that you're doing or some questions that you're asking that can give you some sort of revelation or give you the information that you were looking for. And quite often when we do get this Tower, it's to shake things up a little bit. It's to shift our energy. It's to get us moving, to get us shaking, to get us seeing a better way. And we've got this hostilities and this attachment. So there's something that does need to change. Okay, and whether it's just changing your perspective or changing your environment, okay, I think here you'll get the answers, the epiphanies. Quite often when we get the Tower is neither good nor bad, right? It gets a bad rap, to be quite honest with you, okay, because it does create a little bit of uncertainty or what feels like a little bit of instability. Human beings like comfort. We like comfort. We are creatures of habit, most of us, right? And we don't like the moving and shaking energy. We don't like it when things change unexpectedly, but sometimes it's necessary, it's needed. So that's why the Tower usually gets a bad rap, because it feels like the end of the world. It feels like, oh my God, oh my God, I just don't know what's going on. Okay, or I've got this big pit big ball in the pit of my stomach. Quite often, if you look back on your life, if you do reflect a little bit, you can pinpoint those Tower moments, the instant where things, you didn't see them the same, the instant where something shifted for you, okay, or you got some sort of piece of information that just rocked your world. And that's what that Tower invokes in us. So yes, you may get some information that kind of knocks you overboard a little bit. Okay, you may get some sort of revelation and you just get that burst of epiphany, like, I know what I need to do now. I know what I need to let go of. I know what I need to change. Okay, and that can come in there for you. You might get a little butterflies in your stomach there as well. Okay, but when we do get that Tower, it's always for our best and highest good, because we're shedding what no longer serves us. Okay, it may be by our own actions, it may not be. Okay, sometimes other people or situations may give us a helping hand. Okay, but it's always to clear the path for something better to come in. Okay, out of the darkness and into the light, so to speak. All right, but we're always left with a foundation. We're always left with our core experiences, our knowledge, our skills, okay, our personality. We're always left with those things. It's just something is around us that isn't working anymore, and it's keeping us stuck and stagnant. It's a necessity for change anyway, okay, whether we instigate it or someone else does, right? But quite often it's an inner shift that does come in. Okay, so you may be getting an epiphany or revelation. Okay, something certainly getting you out of your comfort zone, with that Tower energy. Okay, so something's shifting and shaking things up a little bit. And we already know that we need to have change here anyway, because we've got the Death card. Okay, and it's almost like Spirit's saying here, hey, you need to change something and let something go, or I'm going to help you. Okay, and when we get that Tower quite often, when we do need to get out of our comfort zone and we need to take some action. So it's like, do it quietly or I'll shake your world for you there a little bit. So maybe, oh, I don't know, maybe a little bit of an ultimatum on some level. All right, but certainly some change is the order of the day for you. So a big shift in your energy or perspective that's there. So what else do we have? We've got the Nine of Swords here. Okay, Nine of Swords with that Five of Wands. So there's certainly maybe something coming in here for you that is causing you a little bit of anxiety. Okay, or, you know, it can be that you're overthinking, overanalyzing something. The Eight and Nine of Swords, self-imposed restriction. We quite often get all wrapped up in our heads. Okay, but there may be something here where you need to, instead of leading with your head, you need to just take action. Sometimes we get ourselves stuck because we overthink, we overanalyze, we get ourselves all wrapped up. We make a mountain out of a molehill sometimes, right? And our brains are wonderful tools, okay, big supercomputers, but man, oh man, can they ever get stuck in a loop? Sometimes they need a reboot. Okay. And so sometimes by taking inspired action, we can get ourselves unstuck. But there may be some sort of challenge that you're faced with, okay, that's keeping you up at night a little bit there, okay, and you know, so maybe something that we just need to overcome in the month ahead. But the Nine of Swords can sometimes also represent, yes, sleepless nights, tossing and turning, something keeping you awake. However, there may be something that is waking you up. The Nine of Swords is in part of the dark night of the soul. So there may be something that is coming up from your subconscious. Spirit is trying to show you something, right? You might be waking up in the middle of the night and you might not know why. Okay, you might be having crazy dreams. Pay attention to your dreams. Keep a pen and paper on your bedside table and just jot down when you do wake up in the middle of the night. Jot down your first impressions, your thoughts, your feelings, okay? Or even if you remember a dream, jot that down, okay? Because your subconscious or your spirits and angels and guides are trying to tell you something. All right, so pay attention to that when you do wake up, if you are waking up in the middle of the night, because it could be your path forward. It could be that you're getting some sort of information or an epiphany from, you know, from your subconscious, okay, or from your spirits and angels. And, you know, but there could just be some sort of messages that are there for you. All right. Certainly maybe some healing that needs to happen as well. So some old energies may be coming up to the surface for you. So it might be something for you to pay attention to. We've got the Seven of Wands here as part of your challenge position. I feel here that whatever you're faced with, you will overcome. Okay, again, we have the sun shining this beautiful light on your reading, okay, making things a little bit easier to deal with, okay, or even showing you your path forward, all right, bringing you in this abundance, this success, this wonderful energy. So I think here that if you have those periods with the Seven of Wands where maybe, you know, the challenge is finding your footing, finding your confidence, okay, or believing in yourself, all right, then I think here that this sun is going to give you that positive energy to really step up to the plate, to up your game a little bit, okay, to stand your ground, stand up for yourself, to be confident, okay, in yourself and your abilities, face up to your adversaries or your challenges so that you can then move forward. Okay, I think you've got sometimes when we are faced with a challenge, sometimes we do get a little bit down on ourselves. Okay, but I think here that you're going to get things back on track with that. Okay, you might just need to put a little bit more effort into it. Okay, or you might need to be very mindful and be very conscious of your thoughts and your feelings, okay, to maintain this positive mindset sometimes can be just a little bit of a challenge, okay. We have the High Priestess coming out here with the Death card. So, wow. Okay, so some of you are very much having a little bit of an awakening in the month ahead, okay? I think here there's a healing element that's coming in here for you. I think there's some personal growth, but there's also some spiritual growth here for you as well. Very powerful, very strong. All right, but the High Priestess, as far as advice goes, is number one, trust your intuition. Okay, the moon cycles in the month ahead may be very important for you. Okay, we've got a lot of powerful energy coming in here. All right, sometimes we need to take a step back from things and just be calm and patient. It's not always easy. Okay, a little bit of the high road is coming in here, especially if there's some challenges or hostilities or some drama that's around you. Taking the high road may be the best course of action. Okay, not engaging, sidestepping some drama. Okay, sometimes we do need to power through and we do need to engage, but sometimes we just really need to elevate ourselves, okay, above that situation. Your intuition will tell you which path to take. Trust it, embrace it, live it. Okay, your intuition never will steer you wrong, and the high priestess is here to give you an extra boost. Okay, an extra bit of guidance. All right, but spirit also says to you here to trust your own instincts and your own wisdom. You are very wise, okay? You have a lot of inner knowledge from this lifetime, from past lifetimes, okay? And sometimes we don't trust ourselves, okay? So trust your inner wisdom, all right? Because you know what to do. Instinctively, you know what to do. You know what you need to do. You know what changes you need to make. You know what path you need to follow. Sometimes we ignore it. Sometimes we block it, okay? So go with the flow. Okay, take a step back, maybe assess your situation, maybe even do some research, right? You might need to, mull something over. You might need to gather a little bit more information, but be open and receptive to, to your higher self, to your spiritual self, okay, to release anything that's not serving you. There is, for somebody here, like a bit of a dark night of the soul moment that's coming in here, and I think you're clearing out some old energies, okay? And this is powerful and beneficial for you on multiple levels, okay? Your spiritual level, your personal level, affecting your inner peace, your outer peace, okay? So really try and go with the flow, but embrace the energies that are around you. The high priestess is very calm energy and also very quiet energy as well. So there may be something here that there may be a secret that gets revealed to you. That could be that tower energy. Some information may come to light, okay? But the high priestess can also be that there may be a situation around you, especially if there's something you can't trust, the hostilities energy there, where you might need to keep something close to your chest. A very secretive energy sometimes, okay? Keeper of secrets and mysteries is the high priestess. So you may have something that you've got going on where maybe you need to keep something a little bit on the QT, okay, and not let everyone know what you're up to, okay? Especially if there's people around you or a situation that it's not trustworthy. All right, you might be trying to make some changes and move forward from something there, but you don't want to tell everybody about it necessarily, okay? So just a little bit of a heads up there for you. More blessings headed your way. We've got the 9 of Wands. Now the 9s are about completion, okay? So part of your blessing is powering through, is moving forward, putting one step in front of the other and getting things done. Okay, this power to persevere, this 7 of Wands energy. Okay, the 9 of Wands is, an energy of completing things. Okay, but it is one of perseverance and moving forward, because the path forward is not always easy. Okay, even if we've got blessings, even if we're trying to stay positive, the path forward is sometimes very difficult and very hard and very tiring and draining. Okay, so part of your blessings is that you are powering through, you're getting things done, okay, and you are moving forward, you're completing something in your world, okay, but you may have to put forth a lot of effort, okay, into getting things done. All right, but at least you're getting things finished. And the blessing here is that maybe you can have some time off, okay? Get her all done and then maybe have some time off, all right? So part of your blessings is that you may actually have the opportunity to, yes, you got to get a lot of things going, okay? But you may have the opportunity to take a bit of a break, okay? To recharge and replenish your batteries, your energy. Part of your blessings here may actually also be to have a conversation about boundaries. Okay, there is a boundary energy that does sometimes come up with the 9 of Wands. Okay, you know, it's an energy of protection. Okay. And when we put up healthy boundaries, they're good. They're positive. Not everyone likes boundaries, mind you. Okay. Usually the only people that put up a fuss when we put up boundaries are the people taking advantage of us in the first place, our time, our energy, our attention, our knowledge. Okay. And they don't like it when we say no, or we Seven of Wands, stand up for ourselves. Okay. So that's a little bit of a challenge there for you, but it's also a blessing. Okay. It's difficult to do, but the outcome is good. All right. So, but boundaries are good. They keep the good flowing in, but they keep the bad out. All right. And boundaries, we need boundaries in multiple areas of our life. So that might be a blessing for you, your ability to speak your truth, Page of Swords, communication. All right. And put up some very healthy boundaries. But part of your energy here can also be part of your blessings. There's also sometimes a little bit of world weariness and some skepticism that comes out with the Nine of Wands. It's like, okay, I've made it this far. What the hell is life going to throw at me next? Okay, and part of your blessing may be to be a little bit more positive. Okay, is to come into a deeper level of understanding that I was meant to experience some challenges. This is for my best and highest good, and I'm keeping a positive mindset. So that may be that for you as well. And we do have the Four of Swords coming out here as your outcome as well. So you may be experiencing some changes, some issues along the way, okay, but there's a peaceful resolution, okay? There's a positive outcome for this. This is bringing you in a sense of peace. And you know, the thing is, on this particular deck, on this Tower card, yes, we've got all this fire, we've got this your crown chakra, something blowing something out of the water, but we do have a bird of peace. We've got this dove. The dove brings in some peace. Okay, so perhaps you are finding a peaceful way to resolve a tumultuous situation. Or when you release something that's not working, this does bring in a bit of peace and enlightenment, and that's where that Four of Swords does come in. Okay, so something may challenge you, something may need to shift and change, but it is ultimately bringing you in this inner and outer peace. Okay, also, you know, with the Four of Swords, yes, it is one of having a rest. Okay, so maybe you finally get a little bit of a peace of mind, or maybe you get some time off. That would be nice. A little bit of a vacation may come in there for you. All right, but also your connection with your higher self and your spiritual realm. Meditation is quite often associated with the Four of Swords. Okay, so some meditation may bring you some answers and revelations that you just need. Okay. And I couldn't help but notice, because I did get a quick glance at it at the bottom of the deck, the devil energy, right? The hostilities there, some negative stuff going on, some attachments, right? Remember I said the attachment energy there, a little bit of the devil, a little bit of the Eight of Swords. Okay, so we do have a little bit of kind of stuck energy, but I think that you have the ability to free yourself, because just like the attachment card there, okay, we've got, you know, one wrist of hers is chained to this pole, okay, and the devil card, if we really look at it, oh, I love how the devil and the Lover's card right behind it is we've got a little bit of spiritual guidance there coming along with this one. But the devil card there, we've got these people chained up, but their other hand is free. Okay, so again, there may be something here. Perhaps you're trying to make some personal changes in your life. Maybe you're trying to you know, break some bad habits, right? We all have the devil side within us. It really does speak to our shadow side, our human side, our low vibe side, right? Things are good with the devil, but they've got that entrapment. Okay, so if you think of certain things in our material world, okay, such as food. Food is wonderful, right? We love food. Food is delicious, right? However, an excess of food, not so good, right? Good on the surface, but has the ability to form some very bad habits and some attachments, right? And that's what that devil brings in there. So there may be some bad habits that you're attached to. There may be some old energy, toxic people, toxic environments that are around you. And spirits, I think, really here trying to remind you that you have the ability to let go. You have the ability to turn things around. You have the ability to detach yourself from things that are keeping you trapped or stuck. Okay, things that obsession sometimes comes in with the Devil card too. Sometimes we're obsessed with something, right? And we do need to take that step back. Perspective and boundaries are always needed with that Devil energy there. Boundaries. Okay, so there may be a person or a situation in your world where you do need to put up some very healthy boundaries for you to maintain some equilibrium in your world, or to keep a better balance and perspective going on there. Okay, so whether that's something within you or something in your external world, certainly something to take note of there. So let's get a couple last messages out here for you. Whoa, thank you. There's one just flying out of the deck there. Okay, a little bit of a jumping jack. Let's get a couple more for you here. There's one. And one last energy, please. One last message, please. Thank you very much. So the one that came flying, leapfrogging out of the deck. Number 10. Excellent. I am ingenious. You have great leadership skills. Your mind is sharp and allows you to dream up ingenious ideas and organize all the details. Then direct others how to carry things out. I am ingenious. Beautiful. Very lovely. See what else we've got here. Number 5, I am adaptable. Now let me just point out, this is your third 5, by the way. We've got the attachment card as number 5. We've got the 5 of Wands, and now we have a number 5 here. So there certainly are some challenges for you in the month ahead, but these also give you the ability to change, the power to change, if you will. I am adaptable. Flexibility is your forte. When life throws you a curveball, you can easily adapt to new circumstances and find excitement in the unexpected change. Ha. Be brave and bold in your endeavors. I am adaptable. All right. Change is a part of life. Sometimes if we go with the flow and we don't resist things, okay, things are a little bit easier. We also have number 15. I am wise. Interesting, because the Devil is card number 15 as well. Your love for others is powerful, and you are able to spread your gift of support far and wide. Your curious and social nature brings you into contact with a variety of people, all who would benefit from your warm, heartfelt words of wisdom. I am wise. And there's that High Priestess energy with the wisdom there. Okay, so remember to rise above. Okay, rise above. You can certainly do that. I'm going to leave that there for you. I hope there was something here that resonated with you on some level. If there was, please hit like on this video, show my channel some love, subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you have a fantastic month. I thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.